That is good banter.
Oh, yes, Timmy.
You little fucking beauty.
Yeah.
What's the dot on your phone?
Oh, it's fucking weird. It's when me phone screen stuffed up, I couldn't get into it after the live pod. And they put a thing on there if you just...
It's got a dot.
Yeah, if you push that button, it's comes up with your homepage and stuff like that.
Serious?
It's fucking annoying.
That's
actually.
weird, isn't it?
That is weird.
Anyway.
It is weird. Yeah. Anyway.
Welcome to the Good Banter podcast. And things are cooking. We're pretty much just going to kick on from last week because we're only halfway through Evan's little holiday.
Yeah.
Trek. 3 weeks in total you were gone?
3 weeks. On the ground, I think it was maybe 19 days.
19 days of bliss.
Bliss. It was
marital bliss.
Yeah, I mean, apart from some of the direction stuff and Kristen telling me to slow down when I'm on a... Well, this is one as well, because I was talking about how...
Can I have one quick question in case I forget to ask?
No, go for it.
Because I know the dollar's pretty fucked at the moment.
It is.
And,
haven't checked the credit.
And inflation's going through the roof, which I assume is an international problem.
Yep.
Do you reckon you spent more than you planned or less? No one's spending less.
Well, as by the time this comes out, we've looked at the credit card statement, so maybe we may be divorced by this stage.
Okay.
But I reckon, we did have a limit on the credit card, and the limit didn't shut off at any stage.
That's good.
So I reckon probably spent more though.
Yeah,
I reckon.
No one's coming back from a holiday.
Because the other thing with America,
that was cheap.
like you look at the menu and it goes, bacon and eggs, $7.90. You go, $7.90? That's amazing. But then they throw this. That doesn't include the tax. You've got a tip,
bullshit,
you've got a tip.
So if you're going with $20, and you're like, I got to buy a T-shirt for $20. There's a bit of fucking number crunching to see if you can work out whether you can afford that T-shirt. Yeah,
that's right. Because I think the tips are for like restaurants and that. Like you probably don't have to tip someone who's selling your T-shirt. But the tax,
like if your top says if the price $16.50, you got $20. Can you afford it?
That's right. Yeah,
and some states have,
and some of the taxes are all different. There didn't seem to be a set rule on how much you were getting taxed.
No, tipping's a fucking nightmare.
Well, they reckon about 20%, and then but some of them now they've got the machines because it's all done by cards.
You're not tipping that shit.
The what?
Oh, man.
But if you go to a restaurant or something.
Oh, sorry, I jumped the gun there. No, sorry, you go.
So it'll either say no tip. It'll say 15% tip, and it's already got, because otherwise you've got to try and work it out. You're crunching the numbers, and my math's no good. So 15%, 20%, 25%, or you can do a custom tip. So they've got it all sorted.
I wonder if being a cashless society is making people tip more or less.
I reckon it'll go both ways.
Yeah.
Go both ways, I reckon.
I'm really sitting on the fence with that answer.
Well, it sort of depends on how rich you are. You listen to some people, but then other people go, no, you don't fucking tip. I think we over-tipped.
You over-tipped?
Yeah. By the end of it, we're a bit like, fuck this. No tip. But I think we're over-tipping.
Yeah, I remember when we went to New York, Tammy and I, we got a taxi from the airport into New York City, and Costa. We were in fucking gridlock, and we were in this guy. We were in there for an hour and a half, and this big African American lad, and he was just a dick, and he was a fucking monster, and he was yelling at people out the window, and he was just a real grump. And we parked, and just say it was $120.
Yeah.
So I gave him like $150, and he was like, "Come on, man! Fucking come on!" And I was like,
"Well, it's your fucking meter, champ."
Yeah, and I was like, "Mate, what?" And he goes, "You got to give more than that, man. I mean, come on." And I was like, fuck. And so we ended up giving like $60 tip or something. And you think about it and you're like, that's not a bad.
That's all right.
That's decent.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, so he's just doing that to everyone, I think.
Yeah. Some people like that, but then I don't know. It's weird. I think some of the Americans don't know what the tipping situation
If
is.
you're never going back to the
either.
place again, I say tip as little as you can.
Yeah, well, I reckon we probably went over the top. But anyway, so haven't checked the credit card statement yet.
Look forward to that. Maybe you could post that on the Patreon.
Oh, fucking hell. That'd be...
On Instagram, yeah, it'd be messy.
Yeah, that'd be messy. But we had fun. And...
Once in a lifetime, a trip like that.
once in a lifetime, because, if you have a tin lid or you bloody... Kristen, she just had to... She's not going to get another trip like that for a while.
No.
So
Good on you guys.
Yeah, good times, good times. So one thing I did notice though, going overseas. What was when you went to the States? What was your situation? Were you a wallet man? Was Tammy a purse lady? Well, how'd you carry around your cold hard cash?
Oh, back in I'm a wallet man, still am. But
I'm a wallet man.
You are a bit, but I'm a front wallet man.
Yeah,
because which is quite secure anyway. But yeah, you'd be a bit wary. You're always
Back
a bit wary
pocket.
that things are going to get knocked off. And how often do you check your passport? You're fucking tapping that thing every
we
every
don't
1
have to take
minute.
that everywhere though.
Nah, that's true.
But what I found, Kristen, it's funny. Like you go to another country and you're hearing the worst of everything. Oh, it's pickpockets. Never saw one pickpocket.
No,
never saw any of that. Didn't even see a fucking gun.
No guns.
Did not see a gun.
Did you go to America? You might have gone to bloody New Zealand.
Maybe. I wonder why
What's a
everyone's
sheep?
fucking sheep. Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah, but the funny thing is, though, a lot of Americans think, like, I'm trying to pick it. Are you Australian or New Zealand? Not quite sure. So maybe I'll take these Velcro gloves off and get the sheep off the end of my knob.
Well, you did think a 3-foot pommy guy was Steve Kerr. So
it goes both ways.
Yeah, it goes both ways.
So, but Chris, big on the bum bag. She had the big bum bag. She, those tourists with the...
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think I'd rather get robbed than
I'd rather get robbed.
bashed and robbed and molested than wear a bum bag.
Oh, the bum bag. I don't get the bum bag. It's like people go overseas and they just turn into fucking idiots. They got but she was wearing it like Rambo. She had it over the shoulder and strapped across the chest.
What is she, a fucking Lebanese pill speed dealer or something? Hanging out at a bloody gym.
At gyms, yeah.
God.
So, because that's what
It's a horrendous look.
but chicks can she reckons that's fashion now.
Nah.
She reckons bum bags are coming back in a big way.
That
It's a
right.
fashion item, but I'm thinking, like...
Well, they're very practical.
They're very practical. It's like it's one of those practical things. It's like they look shit, but they're practical. It's like a Legionnaire's hat.
Yeah.
One with the flap at the back.
Yeah, very
Like,
practical.
they look shit, but very practical. It's like a basket on a bike.
Yeah, they
Looks
look
real shit, but it's pretty practical if you got some groceries or
Yep.
something like that.
Crocs, I'm sure even Crocs are practical.
They're probably practical. Yeah, they look shit.
They
They're
look real shit.
practical. So,
Mm.
So she had the bum bag going, and So where were we? We'd done the One Tree Hill.
Like, are they cool bum bags that things that
sort of
come back in fashion again, but they're different. They come back in a different form. Or is this an old bloody Billabong fucking?
Nah, it was a black bum bag. So
Okay.
it was I don't know whether it was proper leather, but it didn't look stupid.
Well, if you're wearing it around, it's a boob bag.
It was a boob bag. It was a triple boob bag. It was a third boob.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I don't know. You don't you want to blend in? You want to look like a New Yorker. You don't want to
Yeah.
look like some fuckstick from Australia.
Yeah.
Look at the Empire. I don't know why I'm doing the American accent.
No.
Look at the Empire State Building.
Could have just done your normal accent, and that would have
know.
been perfect.
Yeah, that would have been fine because that's what we are. But anyway, so bum bags were weird, but never saw a gun, never got pickpocketed. A lot of homeless, but not as
Yeah.
many as what I thought.
Even in New York?
There are a lot in New York, but there weren't. I saw a guy shooting up on the,
Okay.
on the footpath.
Okay.
Just had one in the main vein, just fucking bang. Just
Good on him.
Yeah, he was.
Sometimes you don't have time to find privacy when you need
Well,
to
not
shoot
there,
up.
and a lot of people, I feel the homeless, they're in another fucking world. Some of them are just sitting on the sidewalk, and there's people just walking by them. Like it's amazing what you become, what becomes normal
Oh, well, they say
when you're there.
it's only kinky the first time.
That's what they
That's an old
say.
saying. Like, someone sticks a finger up your bum and you're like, holy shit. And then
Then you go,
next time it happens, you're like, on the third and the fourth, you're like,
fist me.
hmm.
Yeah.
And that's why you see something crazy. A friend of mine was just telling me this story the other day. He's a Uber driver down in Geelong, and they do a lot of I forget what they call it in the Uber/taxi game, but it's when you go to a destination and you pick something up and you go back to where you were. It would be like a drop
Drug deal.
A drug deal, yeah. That's what most of them are. So you go somewhere, the same person, he ducks in somewhere, he comes back. And
so you pick them up from their house, they go to the bottle shop.
Yeah.
And then you take them back.
Yeah. There's a name for it, but it's like so you're with this person for both legs of the trip. And anyway, so he did it, and it's quite often a drug deal. Especially, they can usually tell they're going to a rough part of the town. Your Corrios or the rest of Geelong,
or Whittington,
Dick Whittington. Anyway, so he said the guy was in the back, and he sat behind him on the way back, and he said that's odd because normally, just human nature, you sit to the side so you can sort of, if there is any conversation, and it's just a bit of a worry when they're right behind you.
Right behind you, and there's no screen up.
No screen up, so if they wanted to do the old headlock, but obviously they've got all your details, so it's a lot safer in Uber world because you can commit the crime, but you're probably going to do the time.
You probably will.
Anyway,
and you get a shit rating.
Anyway, real shit roll. Yeah, mate. He was. What was the passenger like? Well, he
got me in a headlock.
And he killed me. So half a star.
Don't know if I'm driving Uber anymore.
And so anyway, so it's about a 15-minute drive back, and the guy's sort of fluffing around behind him, but he can't really see what's going on. He's trying to get.
Did you hear a bit of?
No sniffy sniffs, but he's asked him a couple of times. Everything all right back there, mate? And no, all good, mate. Yeah, all good. Yeah, rah. And so he's dropped him off, and straight away he said, "I'm going home, and I'm getting my little video to see what happened."
See what he's doing.
So he went home, and sure enough, the guy, he had the whole kit and caboodle, had the elastic thing around the arm, and he was and he had the heroin. He bought it out, and but I thought he had to cook heroin. He had to cook it in a spoon, so maybe it was something different. But anyway, whatever it was, he injected it, and just casually in the back of the Uber.
Yeah, it's a little confronting. I sort of saw it from over the other side of the street, and I reckon that guy might be fucking. Yep. Yeah, he's shooting up. And some guy was filming it. I don't know whether it was maybe for evidence or something, or he's just going to go to the cops. This guy's, I don't know, sort of weird. But you sort of do. You never felt unsafe with the.
There was always people around, isn't there?
There was always people around, and we heard about, while we were in New York, stabbings on the subway.
Yep.
But we never felt unsafe. Maybe it just depends. There's just so many people there. It happens a lot because there's so many people. It's just, like if there were...
Percentage-wise, it's quite small.
Yeah. If that was in Melbourne, you go, oof, I might be in trouble because there's not as many people.
Yeah, geez, 7 people have been stabbed in the last month. But if you break that down, still a very small percentage of people getting stabbed.
Yeah. It's not much at all, really.
No.
Should be more stabbings.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, bring it on. Yeah, get around it. So, anyway, so where'd we go? We went, so we spent a bit of time down in Wrightsville Beach, Wilmington, did the One Tree Hill stuff.
Yep.
Then we drove up to... Virginia Beach, caught up with friends. Vagina Beach, went up there, caught up with friends Noons and her fiance Adam, who he's in the army.
In the army?
He got posted over to Virginia Beach.
Permanently?
Not permanently. He's going to come back. They're going to come back in January, but I think they've been there for it'll be a couple of years all up. So, nice little spot. They've just had a kid in that, and that was good. That was a bit more relaxed than that stuff. There's not a heap happening in Virginia Beach.
Well, I think when you go away, it's good to have the tourist experience, but sometimes you just want to see how the locals live.
That's
right. What's day-to-day life like?
Day-to-day?
Yeah, you're not getting up 7 days a week if you live there.
Well, there's a lot of breastfeeding. She's just had a kid.
Okay,
yeah. So there's a bit of that, but we sort of went out to a few nice little joints there as well. So pretty nice little vibe in Virginia Beach. A bit more laid back.
Yep.
Bitty beach scene. I think Virginia Beach is a bit like the other beach where it's not your big tourist beach.
I've heard of it, huh?
Yeah. So I didn't think there were many beaches on the East Coast. You just think, it's cold all the time.
East. Yeah, that's sort of your New Yorks. And
that's down that side. So, Yeah, so that was good fun. And so we stayed there for about 4 or 5 days, got to catch up with them, which was good stuff. And then we're off to Washington. Still got the Mustang.
I've got to tell you, if I was going to the States, Washington wouldn't be on my to-do list.
I've got to tell you, mate, it's sort of, it's just like a big fucking Canberra.
Well, that's what I picture, because capital cities aren't the best cities. They're where the politics is.
Yeah, fucking I hate politics.
I couldn't think anything worse.
I know nothing about it. Like, you know, when they said that when all those people stormed the Capitol.
Well, that's all I know about it.
I thought it was the fucking White House they stormed.
It's not?
No, it's a joint called the Capitol Building.
Where's the White House?
The White House is in Washington. It's near the Capitol. But you do this whole thing. You do this, and this is crazy. So we had one day in Washington. I've driven up from Virginia Beach. So I'm on about, I don't know how long it took. And at this stage, I hadn't really, didn't see much in San Francisco as far as danger.
Yeah.
You go to the States, you think, fuck, am I going to get shot? What's going on? We went out to one
tree. You want a bit of danger sometimes.
You want a bit of danger. I want a story for the podcast. I want someone to go, give me all your money. Give me your bum bag.
Well, no offence, but I don't think you talk about doing extreme things and getting in danger and risking your life. I don't think the One Tree Hill circuit is one of the more dangerous.
Yeah, it's not like going through Harlem or something like that.
No.
The One Tree Hill, yeah, you're not getting mugged.
You wouldn't say it's an extreme activity.
No, it's not. It's
no.
not. So we did that.
It's a shit activity.
It's not great.
No.
But
anyway, you're at Washington.
Anyway, and Virginia Beach was pretty relaxed.
Yep.
Like you saw a few. It's good to people watching Virginia Beach. There's a lot of multiculturalism and a few "hey brothers" kind of thing.
It's always exciting.
It's always exciting.
The little differences.
Little differences. So, but then as and everything seemed to be pretty clean up until then. Like all the streets were pretty well maintained.
Yep.
It wasn't. There were people going around picking up rubbish and stuff like that. I'm thinking. I expected, from what I've heard, I expected America to be a fucking tip. But
there was a lot of wealthy people over there,
mate. There is. There is a lot of rich people. But then, as we're coming into Washington, we're sort of on the freeway, and we're coming into a main city.
Yeah, this is good.
This is where you start, and we're coming through. You can sort of see off the freeway. You're looking into some of these suburban places, and you go, "Oh, yeah, down there. That seems a bit shooty."
That's the other side of the tracks.
That's the other side of the tracks.
That's where pass me the motherfucking gun tray.
Give me the motherfucking gun. Get my Glock.
Glock?
Yeah, they've got a
call
Glock.
it?
They've got a Glock down their pants.
Do they?
Yeah, they shoot people with their Glock.
Their Glock?
No, mate. That's what happens when you're in the hood.
Is that really what they...
Some people call it a Glock. I don't know if it's a certain gun, but yeah, it's a Glock.
Glock.
You got caught with a Glock in the car.
Never heard that saying.
Yeah, well, it's because you're not in America.
Ah, it's true.
Yeah, I mean, no one's got a Glock.
I'm not living on the edge.
No one's got a Glock in Caulfield or
that's true.
Bentley.
No,
not at all. So then we're coming, and now traffic's starting to get a bit crazy, and we're getting into the main city. And like I said, Washington, I thought, it didn't really stand out for me, but you got to go see the White House and that. So we've got one day in Washington.
Yep.
One day in Washington. We pull the car up. The valet parks it for us, and now we're out in Washington. And what are the main things you want to see in Washington? You got to go see the White House.
Yeah.
You go to the White House.
The Wizards.
The Washington Wizards.
Yep.
They're not playing. It's the off season.
Ah.
So there's no magic happening in Washington at the moment. The Wizards they've hung up their hats and their magical wands. And
Jordan still own the
They've shaved
Wizards?
their beards. No, I think he's about to sell it. He's about to get out of it.
Is he?
He's still going to have a little share.
Okay. Was this on the newspaper? Did you read that over there?
Yeah, it was sort of on the news.
Okay, interesting.
Yeah, but so we get up early on this is the Friday, and we've got a big day planned. So first thing, we're up early. We're out to the White House.
Got the bum bag.
Got the bum
bag. One Tree Hill T-shirt.
Oh, it is pumping.
Looking like real fuckwits.
Flogs, real fuckwits. And we're staying right in the main drag. So we're just walking everywhere. We're getting the steps up.
Perfect.
Getting the steps up. We look at the White House and you get a photo in front of that and you sort of walk around it. And you've got the Secret Service there. There's cars. It's on the side says Secret Service, which
Not a very good.
not really keeping it that secret, are they?
No.
No. Where's the secret? Where is this secret? Oh, there they are.
There they are.
It says it on their car.
Should just say service
Service.
or service station.
Or obliviously obvious.
Yeah.
Obvious service.
Yeah, that's they're not good at their job.
They're
job.
not good at their job.
One job.
Like, they should have said to the sign writer, "What the fuck are you doing, you dickhead?
But you said you were
We're the Secret Service.
just a white car.
Why have you got it plastered? They're all black cars. Yeah.
Maybe they keep secrets.
Maybe they do.
Maybe they're the.
Yeah, if you're cheating on your missus or your husband,
You
tell
ring them up
us.
and say,
Hey, guys,
"Mate, is this
you're
the Secret Service?"
I've
Yeah.
got a wart on me cock. All right.
Yeah, don't tell
The
me that.
secret's safe with us.
And then you get home and your wife goes, "Have you got a wart on your cock?" Oh, it's that Secret Service is hopeless.
They're spilling the secrets.
I'm gonna complain.
They're spilling the secrets.
I'm gonna get on Reddit.
Yeah. So, and you sort of, we're walking around the White House. You sort of look at it and you go, yeah, okay, it's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. But in the end, it's just a fucking building.
Nah,
You sort of want someone like if Biden was walking out and tripping down the stairs, you go, oh, now it's cool. You know, it's sort of like, yeah, it was,
it would have been cool to be there when it got rushed.
yeah, but it wasn't actually the White House,
Yeah, but
the Capitol
to
building.
see somewhere get or the
Yeah,
when one of the did one of the planes.
yeah, the Pentagon.
Was it the Pentagon? How many
Yeah.
fucking buildings are in that
There's
city?
a fucking lot of buildings, mate.
The Pentagon.
And there's a big, the Pentagon. But the Pentagon wasn't, we couldn't walk to the Pentagon. It was a bit far. Plus, we'd seen the big, the Washington Monument, which is a big stick.
Oh yeah.
There's no one
that's
that-
the one where they do they do the big speeches.
Yeah, no, it's not there.
Ah.
The other, no, there's so many buildings. I'm looking around because you see all stuff. What's the one where does Rocky run up the stairs and looks
Well, that's
out
obviously in Philly.
No,
That's obviously in
I've never
Philadelphia.
I've never even watched Rocky.
Well, why'd you bring him up?
Oh, because I thought he ran up the stairs and looked out over this.
Yeah, that was in Philadelphia.
No, okay, so it wasn't Washington.
Oh, it might have
No.
been. No, it was in Philly.
Ah, yeah.
He's from Philly.
There's another one called the where the Abraham Lincoln statue is. So
What's the one in Forrest Gump? And it's quite a lot of famous speeches have been out. And there's that.
and there's a big water.
Yeah.
That's in Washington. I don't know what it's called, but we went and saw that.
Here's an idea.
Yeah.
And look, it's your country. They can do what they want. But if you're going to have a location to do famous speeches,
Don't put a big pool.
don't put a massive fucking pool in the middle of it where you can only fit about 1/3 of the people because there's a massive fucking lake
I
in
know,
front.
everyone's
Why don't someone just go, hey, why don't we go do this over the other side where there's no lake in the middle?
or maybe they give everyone a Lilo or a bloody pool toy. So they're
That'd
just
be
sitting
cool.
there with
Yeah.
beers going, yeah, right on, freedom.
Yes.
You know, shotgun,
Real bloody,
playing on a
real schooly shit.
schooly shit.
In their
That'd be
bikinis,
good.
having shots.
Yeah, that was dirty, that water. It was pretty fucked. But, anyway, then you got, the monument. We did that. And fucking statues. They got statues everywhere.
I love a statue.
They love a statue. You're like, oh.
Statue of Liberty.
Statue. Yep. She's going well.
Yeah, that was a gift for America.
It was from France, I think.
Yeah.
wasn't it? Yeah.
Big present.
But how do you get it? That'd be oversized luggage on the plane.
I tell you what would have been shit if they gave it to him in France.
How am I going to get this back?
Here you go. It's going to be a fucking nightmare.
Thanks a lot, Chan. It's going to cost me a fortune in excess baggage. Jesus
And
Christ.
wrapping it would have been a nightmare.
Oh,
I'll
imagine.
be like, I know what this is. Shaking it. This is a big this is Statue of Liberty.
Jesus Christ. Thanks a lot, guys.
A good present.
Great present. Great. Made of copper. That's
Made
it's
of police. That's a
What's the colour of a 2-cent piece? Copper.
Aluminium, isn't it?
Copper.
There's a dated joke.
Oh,
Remember getting that chant going at the local footy a few times when
Yeah.
the cops had walked past.
Yeah, that's good.
They hadn't heard it before. That's
Nah,
for sure.
yeah.
Nah, they thought it was great.
Yeah, they loved it. They loved it. So did that. Oh, we did the Holocaust Museum. We did that early in the day.
Holocaust Museum.
Yeah.
What's that doing in Washington?
I don't know, but they've got a lot of museums. But
Who
that was
that a gift from?
Germany,
Germany.
Israel.
Was it?
I don't know.
Holocaust Museum.
Yeah, so there was they had the Holocaust Museum, which that was interesting to see.
I think the one over there would be
That'd be full on.
fascinating with all the. Like they've got the piles of the shoes and the piles of they've even got like dentures and shit, haven't they?
Yeah,
That'd be
yeah.
fucking-
I went to one of the concentration camp. I went to the Dachau concentration camp when I was over in Germany. That was, that was full on.
I need to go to a concentration camp.
You'd last fucking 10 minutes.
You're out of it, mate.
You're gone. You're looking at you're looking up in the air. You can't concentrate at all, mate.
Yeah, no, that would be good to. Where are they? Are they in Germany?
All the concentration. And there's some in Poland, maybe? Auschwitz,
Have
is
to
that
be.
in Poland?
But what's the connection with Washington?
I think what we're showing here is just how much we know nothing about where anything in the world is.
most people have switched off by now. Are these guys serious?
Where's Jesus Christ. Where's the Melbourne Cricket Ground? Where's that? Oh, God.
I was there yesterday at the MCG.
Yeah,
great
nice,
stadium.
Nice. So, so it was a big day of walking around. We're getting the steps up. We're seeing all the statues. We're seeing all the boring buildings. The Capitol building, that is fucking massive, actually. So
What's in there?
I don't know what's in there, but that's the one they stormed. That's the one where...
So
'cause I thought it was the White House. I thought, how the fuck are they getting in there?
is the White House where he lives?
Yeah, that's where he lives.
Big house.
It's fucking massive. Costs a lot. Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah, it's a big house. So is it just him and the missus or Joey? No, he'd have security.
He'd need a
A lot of ramps.
yeah.
everywhere.
They had to make a new one with a
For his
ramp.
wheelchair.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's getting old.
He's getting real old, Joey.
Is there pictures of him everywhere?
No, you can't see him. It's all fenced up. It's not like you can just walk
No,
up
I mean
and
in America.
knock on the front door.
No, because
Hey,
that's
Joey! Get out of here, mate. I want a selfie.
No, because that's one thing I noticed over there. Like the moment you get to American airport, they've got big photos of their presidents and
You
stuff.
wouldn't know.
I think that might have ended after.
You wouldn't know who the fucking president is over there.
Mm.
It's weird. It's a massive country. It didn't seem like there was a big divide either, but I know I wasn't getting into long conversations with Americans.
A lot of flags.
Love a flag.
Love a flag.
Love a flag. They love a flag. Yeah.
Australia doesn't put the flag up very often, no.
Nah, I think a lot of people burn the flag now. They're
Mm.
not too happy with it. Not too happy with it. So anyway, and then so we got the big day.
Yep.
We started at 8 in the morning, and we've done the White House. We've done the big pointy thing. We've
Yep.
done the fucking weird pool. We've
Yep.
done the statues. We've done the Holocaust Museum, and now we're booked in 4 p.m. We're booked in. Someone said do the Space Museum, the Air and Space Museum.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know. Space is sort of something that it's sort of cool when you're a kid, but you sort of. But by 4, me and Kristen are starting to we're getting a bit antsy. We're not for that, but we're like, we've seen a bit of enough of Washington.
I'm a bit antsy to get home after seeing that big that big statue thing.
Is
that
the big spire?
Yeah, is that
Kristen's
is
like,
just me, Evan, or is that
Is that turning you on?
yeah? Because yours looks nothing
Like that.
Mm.
Maybe from about 25 kilometres away.
Mm.
Looks the same. But yeah, so we got into the Air and Space Museum. It was free, but you just had to book in. So we're lining up for the 4 o'clock session. I said to Kristen, I said, I don't know about you. She said, yeah, I think I'm the same. I can't really be fucked.
Yeah.
So we're thinking happy hours 3 till 6 back at the
You think
back at the hotel. So we sort of got in there and we said, I reckon we might set a record for the fastest anyone's ever made it through the Air and Space Museum.
Yep.
So we lasted, or I think we lasted about 25 minutes, which
it's
pretty good.
It's like we were talking the other day about you diving, going the underwater diving, and I don't reckon people should go down that low. And there's a fairly good example in the last couple of days of those submarine guys. Why you shouldn't go down. We shouldn't be going up into space either.
It's weird, but some people love it. And I must admit, if we could have been fucked, we probably could have spent a bit more time there. But I came up with a rule while we're over there. Yep. I reckon no more than 1 museum a day.
Oh yeah,
and don't go to a museum after 4 o'clock.
Yeah,
it's fucking over. You got to
rules.
The concentration stuff. It's gone. It's gone. So we've literally gone through. By the end of it, I'm just going they faked the moon landing anyway. Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
And we went back to the Went back to the hotel, had a few happy hour drinks.
What are you paying for a drink over there?
Yeah, well, you sort of even, $8 for a beer.
Jesus.
Which by the time you add the tax and the
tip?
Yeah, it's basically.
Is that $8 US?
No, that's $8 US.
Far out.
Fuck! I don't want to look at this credit card statement.
Yeah.
I'm gonna. Oh well, it was a good trip.
Great trip.
Great trip.
Yeah, great trip. But that's a lot of money.
It's a fucking lot of money, mate. So so we did Washington. We got out early the next day because then we got to drive to New York.
Yeah. Now finally.
I
reckon you've done it the right way. You got the big you got the main event at the end.
The big event, yeah. I mean, One Tree Hill was obviously higher.
Oh yeah,
for Kristen,
that was very good.
So that was good. And we got to see friends, which was great.
Yep.
Now we've got
but
a
New
week.
York's. You can't go anywhere after New York.
No, it's the Big Apple.
It's the biggest apple.
I must admit, I didn't eat an apple. I didn't eat any. I don't think I had a vegetable while I was fucking over there.
No, they love their potato and meat.
Oh, they love it. But anyway, we'll talk about New York. What do you got going on? We'll get to that later, New York.
Oh, what do we got? Oh, so you're not the only one that's been doing a bit of jet setting there, Ivan. I've been down to Tassie, so I've been doing 3 nights of gigs in Tassie, and so I'll talk about my Mark Norman experience when you tell me about your Mark Norman experience, which could be in the next. The way we're going, it could be in the third one.
Jesus
but so anyway, Mark Norman came out at the start of his show, who I went and saw in Melbourne. Our favourite comedian. We
love him.
We share a love for him.
We do.
And he spoke for 5 minutes about.
So you are going to the Mark Norman thing?
No.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
This is just a preface.
Yeah.
Yep. And he spoke about it. He made all these Aussie references right at the start. Hilarious. And maybe you could pop that up on the...
I could.
Yeah.
I'll put it on the Instagram story.
Yeah.
Because he put it as a little
very,
reel.
Very funny. And it sort of...
Great stuff.
It sort of inspired me. And I thought, I'm going down to Tassie. I'm just going to write a couple of bloody... jokes about Tassie. And I'll come out and fucking really wow them. I've got a bit of time.
Yeah.
This is going to be great.
I've got 35 minutes on the plane over there.
Yeah.
I got 5 minutes in the taxi. Yeah. By the time I get to the city centre, I've got a heap of time in Tassie.
No, I had a bit of downtime during the day.
Aren't you doing a bit of sightseeing? Are you going to see the big...
Mate, you can see Tassie out my fucking hotel window. Mate, Tassie's...
We do. We've got some Tassie listeners. So Cindy, who...
Cindy saw me.
Oh, did she?
She said she saw me down the street. That's how small fucking Tassie is.
No, it was all the paparazzi following you.
No, there's no paps down there. There's no one down there, mate. I didn't realise how unpopulated it was.
Oh, it's
there's
great.
500,000 people there.
There's bloody. There was more people in fucking Times Square.
There would have been.
Yeah,
like it is a very unpopulated area, and I'm getting off track here, but it is a state divided at the moment by this stadium thing. It is you're either with the stadium or you're against it, and there's no grey area in the middle, and it's messy. I just thought everyone. Loved it. But
bring it down.
A lot of people down there, they like the quiet life. They don't want it to boom. They don't want it to get touristy.
And the people in Launceston up the top, they don't like the people in Hobart.
No, there's a real hatred.
There is a real fuck you guys.
It's funny because I did a couple in north and south, and they're not fans of each other. And what was I talking about? Anyway, so I'm going to write a bit. I'm going to get out here and really wow these crowds.
Riff it up.
So I thought, and you're probably going to work this out before I get to the punchline. But I didn't. I certainly didn't. So I've got off the plane. The first thing you see, welcome to Hobart.
Yep.
And there's a big Tassie devil there.
Great.
Big Tassie devil.
Yep.
I love the Tassie devil.
Yep.
And then I've walked.
the Tassie tigers are extinct, I think. They've still got the
you've
Tassie.
already worked me out.
You fucked up the reference,
I fucked up the reference. So I've walked into the bloody into the airport, and there's these metal Tassie devils everywhere. There's a Tassie devil. You can buy your fucking Tassie devil teddy bears, and on the side of the taxi.
Tassie devil teddy bears.
Or Tassie devil devils. Anyway, and I'm like, Jesus. And so I've Googled it, and I don't know what's obviously something's my amazing brain. in my head, I thought the Tassie devil and the
Was
Tassie,
extinct.
the Tassie devil and Tassie tiger were the same thing.
No, this is where you fucked up.
Obviously. And so I've Googled it and I thought, they're extinct. And so I Googled Tassie tiger and it said...
I think they're called thylacines or something.
Well, I was calling them... I didn't get to that level. That's for sure. But I Googled Tassie tiger and they said the last Tassie tiger was sighted in a Tasmanian zoo in 1936 and it died from neglect. So I wrote... I'm going, fucking, this is going to be a cracker.
This is great.
And so I'm going to get on stage and say, guys, your Tassie tigers everywhere. It's time to let go, guys. They're fucking extinct. I mean, Tassie devils everywhere. I'm confusing myself. There's Tassie devils everywhere. It's time to let go. They've been extinct since 1936.
Oh,
and and it's falling into place. I'm going to be like, you like that fucking creepy ex-boyfriend, that just won't let go. It's not coming. They're not coming back, Tassie. They're not coming back. And then I even did a bit because I Googled it, and the tiger, it looked really mangy, and I was like, "You've even forgotten what it looked like."
You're on this 5-minute bit,
and I was and so I'm like,
and at no point it clicked that they're different.
absolutely no point that they're two completely different.
Like the way they
things.
look.
They could not have looked more different. I'm like,
No shit.
I'm like in their head, they've pictured them to be like this wombat. I said, you think it's this cute little wombat, but if you go look at it now, it's this fucking horrendous,
mangy
mangy
looks like a
fucking
dingo.
yeah. Anyway, so
Dog.
So I'm chatting with Troy. Kinney was down there as well.
Yeah.
I'm chatting with him, and he go, we're talking about just comedy and crowd work, and I said, I'm gonna bloody wow this crowd. He goes,
funny.
you know, they're two completely different things. I said, what? And he goes, there's a Tassie tiger and a Tassie devil.
Yeah.
I said, oh my God.
You're going to open with that.
Well, I did on the opening night.
Oh, right. What was the response?
But I got a little bit into it, and it got some laughs. Maybe they just thought I was fucking
Maybe
mental.
they thought, they're talking about
But I didn't do that because I just touched on it the first night, and that got a laugh, and I was like, there's something in this.
Mm.
And I was wondering, God, I wonder if I could use it back in Melbourne. And
Yeah, that'd be good.
but now
Maybe.
I can't use anything. Like it doesn't.
No, it
It
doesn't
actually
work.
makes no sense.
No, it'd be like saying magpies. You know, like you're confusing magpies.
With it-
Magpies are extinct. What? Magpies aren't Tyrannosaurus rexes?
Yeah, exactly.
No, not really. That's bad.
But I couldn't believe it. It was such a. I was so glad he told me because
Oh,
so I might have dodged a bullet the first
Yeah, I
night, but
think
that
you
second night I was going in balls and all. I was starting, I was like, welcome to. Tom's about to do 20 minutes of A grade stand up about the Tassie tiger, or Tassie devil.
Tassie devil that's
Yeah.
extinct that isn't extinct.
Yeah,
Yeah, so you obviously didn't do anything. Saturday. What'd you do Saturday? Did you riff any? Did you?
I had a bit of fun, but it's a little bit careful about my local references. So you got to be careful.
You do have to be careful, mate.
You got to make some local references.
Maybe just fact check it. Maybe you need a big D down there.
Or just Google,
Just Google,
which I did once. Troy told me.
Yeah.
Yeah. Another thing I did down there, which so I finished the first night. It was a reasonably early night to finish, which was good.
I don't think people stay out too late
Oh,
in
no.
Tassie.
No, things finish up early.
Oh shit, yeah.
And I apologise to the Tasmanian listeners, but I am seriously, after being down there, concerned about their football team.
Well, don't be sorry. You got to
Like if
put the concerns out there.
yeah, I'm not sure what they're going to do about if you're a number one draft pick and you get recruited down there, and you know, and you're looking up and you're seeing
And you go, I wouldn't mind seeing a Tassie tiger.
and someone goes, mate,
They're fucking
I
extinct.
died of neglect in 1936.
Tom Siegert told us this at the comedy night. There's no Tassie devils.
They're
there.
two completely different things.
Yeah.
So, he's looking at his Melbourne mates, and they're getting radio. They're on Triple M, and they're going on the footy shows, and I just don't know if there's enough
Some people
down
like
there.
that though.
But
Some people like not
I
being.
reckon less and less. It would take a very special young man to think
Maybe he would be special, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, but is that the sort of guy that's going to win your flag?
Maybe not.
Hmm.
Maybe not. But
I'm just waiting. Like Gold Coast, it's one of the most beautiful places in the world.
no one knows who you are.
There's beautiful women everywhere.
There is,
There's
mermaids.
sun. There's
Right.
beaches. Do you say mermaids?
Meter maids.
Meter maids. There's no mermaids.
No,
Um,
they're extinct.
They
Like
died.
Tassie Devil.
Died of
They
neglect.
won in the zoo
Yeah.
in 1936.
In Tassie, she froze to death.
Yep.
Didn't have a top on. Anyway, so what am I talking about?
Being down in Tassie.
Oh yeah. I just
Yeah.
worry if Gold Coast can't keep them, because Gold Coast gets a mass exodus. They get them in and they're gone. I just worry about Tassie.
Keeping them in Tassie.
Anyway, good luck to them, and I hope it all works out. But
Yep.
I've always been the give them a team, give them a team, give them a team, and there was the AFL pushed back, and now I can sort of start to see we might have a few issues. I hope it works out. They need to build this boutique stadium.
It's got to be boutique.
It's got to be.
It's got to be.
It's got to be an experience that no one else gets, and other people have got to come down there, and it's 20,000 people in this tiny little stadium with this roof, and it's just an atmosphere that you can't get anywhere else in Australia.
I think it works all right at the moment with like North going down there and Hawthorn go down there for a few games. It's like because some people go from Melbourne.
Yeah,
Do you reckon people will go from Melbourne to watch a Tassie team?
Well, that's what it's got to. It's got to be like for example, I wanted to go to Adelaide. It was on the bucket list. I got to go to Adelaide Oval because I love all that shit.
I thought you meant just Adelaide. You got a pretty shit bucket list. I want to go to
two
Adelaide.
things on my bucket list: Hobart and Adelaide,
and seeing a Tassie Devil.
Yeah, which unfortunately, and the other one was see a Tassie Tiger. So
Yeah.
I missed the boat there by about 90 years.
Yep.
Anyway, so it's got to be it's got to be on. You go to Adelaide and Port Adelaide. I was standing, you were there, two worlds colliding.
Is that the song?
That's the song.
Love
Never tear us apart.
tear us
So it's got to be
apart.
something like that. And
Yeah, so you
everyone
need a
goes,
decent song.
and we've got to get all the boys to go down there. Let's do it. Let's go to Tassie this year and watch
Yep.
when the Pies go down there. Let's go.
Let's get there.
Let's get there. It's got to be like that, or he's going to die a very sad death.
Yes. Yep.
That's what I worry. That's anyway.
Yeah,
I don't want to get political on this.
No, thanks for getting political, mate.
Anyway, now back to
not one thing political in that.
no.
That's why I was no good in Washington. That's why you've never been to Canberra.
Anyway.
Anyway,
So the gig finished early. I'm starving.
Yeah.
Because I was told this gig had food. Fucking nothing. There was no food at this gig.
Not a party pie.
Not a
dim
single.
sim?
Okay, and these guys had to train, and then
So
anyway,
what night's this?
This is Thursday night.
Yep.
Anyway, so there was no food, so I'm fucking starving.
Yeah.
After the gig, the guys give me a back. Maury, he's giving me a lift to my hotel, and I said, mate, I need some food. He said, well, there's a little strip up here. It's pretty cool. Everything stays open until about 8:45. It's
It's 8:44 now. So.
No, it was about 9:30. And he had great restaurants up here. There's right. This is getting off track again, but I had a bit of gastro.
Ooh, what was this from? You reckon? It was.
Well, the kids had gastro, and so I just
gone
caught a
through
bit
you.
of the gastro. So and I had this theory: don't fight it,
Just let it out.
just let it out. I'm gonna go get some Indian and just blast this shit out because I figure that it's got to come out.
Well, you could have just bought some chicken and fucking left it sitting out on the bench overnight and then cook it up.
True, but that could have had not alcohol poisoning, salmonella poisoning.
Yeah, well, that's what I'm saying. You just blast the shit out. It's gonna
Yeah, but
come
that could
out
also
anyway.
make you unwell.
Oh,
I
that's true.
didn't want that. I don't want to be
Oh.
unwell. I just wanted to blast the shit out.
Right. Could have had a laxative.
Could have had a laxative
Yep.
because my sister was telling me a story that
She had a laxative.
she didn't have a laxative. Her husband had gastro, and I'm not sure if that wrapped it up. Tell me the story, but anyway, so he had gastro, but he had a really important race meet he had to go to. So he had this tablet that basically just stopped his shitting. It was basically a plug up the arse.
Yeah.
So it's this tablet, and so you just don't shit.
Yeah.
And he got so violently ill.
His guts were.
Well, 'cause
he couldn't shit it out.
Well, the reason you're shitting out is because you got germs and shit. You're
not
shitting out all your germs.
Mm.
If you keep that in, the germs just breed and so you're shitting for a reason.
Yep.
So that was my theory.
So
why don't instead of just letting the bugs decide when I shit, how about I shit on my own terms?
Bring it on.
Yeah. The bugs have never had this.
No.
Bit of fire with fire.
A bit of Madras curry coming in.
Yeah, and
So
sure enough,
you
that
didn't see
night.
this coming, did you, boys?
No, and they're like, what the fuck? This guy's giving us some of our own medicine.
Who is this? Hubbajar Singh.
And after that, I just sprayed the bowl, and then next day I was fine.
Great.
I fast tracked the gastro.
You did.
Anyway,
Well
so I've gone into this Indian restaurant, and this is, I don't know if the story's anything, but anyway, I've walked in there, and there's two Indian guys standing there, and
Good sign.
It's a good sign. So they're sort of standing next to the counter, and I've opened the door, and I've looked in. It looked like it could have been closed, and I looked in, and I just walked up to him, and I said, "Here you go, are you guys open? Can you please? Is there a chance I can get one more feed?" And they just said, in the most Aussie voices, they said, "Mate, we've just come here for a feed."
What? You thought they were working there?
Well, I just assumed because there's an Indian guy.
Were they standing behind the counter or in front of it?
They were sort of in front of it.
Yeah. So
They weren't happy.
I don't think they would have been, Tom. You sort of really.
I just thought you go in there late at night. There's maybe they're going around and cleaning up a bit.
Yeah, maybe getting.
But they weren't. They were just Indian guys getting an Indian feed.
Okay. Okay. Well, then did you go? What do you recommend, fellas?
Yeah. What do you? We're Pakistani. So anyway, it was the only joint open, so I had to order and bloody stand with these guys. They didn't like me one bit. But that's a common mistake, surely.
Well, it could be, but most of the time, yeah, you can. Sometimes in those restaurants, sometimes they're sitting down eating themselves.
That's a thing.
Yeah,
because finally you're starting to come around.
Yeah,
they're very.
At first, I was trying to pick you apart.
No, they're very
understand
casual.
This.
And
sometimes you'll walk in there. There's no one in there. They're sitting down eating.
Family will be eating
having tea or something, and then you go to order and they stand up
and they're like, you guys work here.
What can I get you?
Yeah,
you don't see that at Red Rooster.
No. You don't go into Macca's and Ronald's sitting out there eating a hamburger.
Yeah, and then he comes around and serves you.
Yeah, so they cracked the shit to me, but I didn't think it was that bad.
No, it's not bad.
No.
But probably,
it's a stereotype.
It's stereotype.
Well, it's a fair stereotype that an Indian person works in an Indian restaurant.
Yeah.
And then I said, well...
Go out and jump in their taxi.
Yeah, I said, well, can I get a lift home then? They weren't happy about that.
No, they're not happy about that. Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Anyway, that was nothing.
No, that's all right. That's all right. So what else down in Tassie? Anything?
No.
All right. Okay, yeah, maybe we'll get off this. It's all right. So we've got a bit of time. This we'll have a bit of fun with it. We'll tell our Norman stories, our comedy stories.
Oh, we going Norman?
Would you reckon? Or maybe we'll save it for next week.
Storm and Norman?
Storm.
No, let's go Norman.
All right.
We love him.
Yeah, we do. Because what else have I... I went to the baseball. Can I sum up I can probably just sum up New York.
And Norman next week?
What?
I don't know. Whatever we do, we better do it soon. Cause
we better hurry up.
This is...
all right. So I'll tell a bit of New York stuff.
Yeah, good.
What I'll do, I'll tell a story because we've turned up New York. New York, if you've never been to New York, you've got to get there.
It's the greatest place in the world.
It's amazing. It is, the city that never sleeps, the Big Apple. It's called a few other things. I'm not quite sure what else. But, so once again, I'm driving from Washington to New York City, baby. And we came over. Don't know how far that was, but you look over. You were coming over this massive bridge, and we see New York over there.
There it is.
There it is. And you can see the Statue of Liberty. You can see, and I was sort of looking at it. I was looking at New York, and for a long way away, it doesn't look that big. Does not look that big. And Kristen goes, "I've been here before. You are going to get a surprise, sonny boy." I said, "You stop saying that. Just tell me where I'm going."
Yeah,
that'll be good. That'd be good. So we drive into. No, did I have the car? No, I fucking dropped the car off at JFK.
Fairly major part of the story.
Part of the story. How'd you get to New York? I drove in. Well, I started going. I was about to say I pulled up at the hotel, and I go, no, I didn't. I didn't have the car at that stage.
Well, hey.
And that was only.
It's like taking the heat off an Indian story anyway. Pardon the pun.
You know where you just start going because I was too. Yeah, I pulled up into New York City with a roof down. I said, no, I didn't. I didn't have a car back then. No, I dropped the car off at JFK Airport.
JFK?
I had to drop it off there.
That's a shit of a spot to drop off a car.
It's fucking bad. But I dropped the Mustang off. It was all good.
Yep.
No dramas at all.
No nicks, no little dents.
No, it was fine, but they were pretty nonchalant about it. Like when we hired the car from Charlotte, even the bloke there, he was real southern. Like, yo, how are you guys? Yeah, and I said, do we have to check the car and send you photos? I said, nah, just drop it off in New York when you... His accent's changed.
Yeah. We act like we're laid back in Australia, and we've got that reputation.
We're not.
Hey, we're... you go and hire a car at the Melbourne airport.
Oh, mate, take photos, make sure. You got to fill out a report on where the... I said, you fill out the report on where the fucking chips and the cracks in the paint are, mate.
Yeah, do your fucking job, mate.
Do your job, champ.
Yeah, we are... They are so much more laid back.
Oh, they're laid back. It's Australia.
You go to Vegas, and we're like, we're drinkers, and mate, you can't even. You got to ask the bloody cab driver. Is it all right if I drink in the back of the taxi?
Can I bring a beer with me?
I mean, you go to Vegas and all this. Everyone's just walking around drinking, and bloody do what you want over there.
I think what happens is like you get treated like a kid. So that's when people fuck up. Like if it's like maybe if your parents go, you can have a few beers. At 14, 15, 16, or maybe you go to a party at 17, you can have a couple of beers. Here's a couple of beers, have those. But you get treated like a kid.
Oh, I have no doubt. Every strict rule in Australia is put in place for a reason because we fucked it up.
Yeah.
Like you look at St Kilda Festival, there's no drinking on the streets anymore. Well, that's the rules because, it just used to be insanity. People just, we can't have good things.
Nah, true. Do we have to persist with it?
No,
we just fuck with it.
We just fuck. Well, I'm fine now. I'm old enough to.
Yeah.
That I don't really care so much, but we had a lot of cool shit when we were growing up that's been taken off us.
Okay. Yeah. So, anyway, so I'm not driving to the hotel. I drive to JFK Airport. I drop the car off.
Yep.
The bloke goes, "Yep, put her over there, buddy." I said, "All right. No, you need to check it." Or anything like you need to check it for scratch. He goes, nah, that's fine, mate. That's fine. No worries. Good on you. So we drop the keys back, and then we're off on the train. We go on the subway, and we turn up at we're got to go to a hotel.
Okay.
Which is so we get off the train. I don't know what station we fucking get off on, and this is where we start. Now it's getting busy. Start going, all right, New York City.
Starting to feel the beat.
The beat. I can feel. I can see why this city never sleeps.
The heartbeat of New York City.
Boom, boom, boom. You feel like New York.
Doesn't matter what day of the week it is over there.
Where dreams are made of. You know what you don't want in New York? You don't want fucking a backpack, a bloody country road bag, and a fucking... suitcase.
No.
I don't want to be dragging that shit around for too long. But anyway, we had to because we get up to the hotel. We're staying at a Wyndham Hotel.
Nice.
Kristen's booked it. Oh, it looks beautiful. You get into the foyer, into the lobby.
Yeah.
And Kristen's booked it through Airbnb.
Okay.
So it's not through the hotel.
Oh, so someone owns the room, maybe?
Someone owns the room, and it's through a third party kind of thing. And thing is, though, Kristen, while she was over there, she hasn't been able to get into her emails for some reason. Because you're in the States or whatever. They're like, I don't know why she couldn't get into them. So she hasn't been able to check her emails. So we turn up at this place, and they go, "All right, you here to check in, guys?" Yeah, no worries. And they go, "Who's the booking under?" We go, Kristen Scott. You go, boop, 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 boop. No. Did you say Scott? Was it Scott? You go, yeah, Scott.
Oh, I've had this feeling before.
Boop, 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 boop. No, it doesn't. And she pulled up the paperwork.
Yep.
Pulled up the paperwork and goes, yeah, here it is. Kristen Scott, whatever the date, Wyndham Hotel, He goes, yeah, no, it does say that, but you don't seem to be in the system.
The system.
This is no good. Okay. She goes, all right, hang on, give us a minute. Go sit down over there. We'll try and work it all out.
I'll be sleeping in Skid Row.
Well, you could be in bloody Skid Row. We'll see what happens. But I think somehow she eventually got into her emails or something, or after about half an hour, going, what the fuck's that? And obviously she's stressing. She's all a bit of a worry ward. But end up finding the email or something. I think we rang the company.
Story's got holes all through it.
Well, it was one of... First I'm driving to the hotel, then I'm dropping the car off at JFK Airport.
I'm starting to question if this happened.
Well, it's one of those things where she was sort of looking after it all. I'm sort of just... I'm handballing. That's...
I think we touched on this in the last
one of the reasons
episode.
why you don't book anything.
No, you let them do it.
If a fuck up like this happens, you just...
Get to sit
wipe
back
your
and
hands clear and go...
Bathe in the glory.
Glory.
Fucking shit up.
Yeah. So may have rang the agency. I don't know, because she couldn't get into her emails. They said, they sent her an email saying, due to unforeseen circumstances, your booking
is cancelled. Oh, man.
It's cancelled. Please ring this number. Obviously, she didn't get that email. So she's dropped the line that, oh my God, we're on our honeymoon. We've just flown in. I haven't been able to check my emails, and the people at the reception there, they were lovely, because it's not really their fault.
It's not their fault.
No. Well, you can't even go off at them, because it's not. We didn't book it through them. She booked it through a third party.
And I question the not checking your emails. How could you not get in the emails?
Oh, I don't know. She could not get.
Forgot her.
For some reason, you know how sometimes where you go to a different device and it says there's a weird sign in from a different device, and you put your password in, and it goes nah. So it was that she couldn't get onto them.
Yeah. Okay.
Anyway, so I don't know. You can't really have a go at the hotel because it's booked through Airbnb. It's not their fucking fault. But they were lovely. I think there was Antonio was the guy behind the desk. He goes, oh, I'm so sorry, guys. And after about 40 minutes, they're ringing, they're chatting. He brings out a bottle of champagne.
Oh, they're lovely, the Americans.
They are.
They get a bad rap. They're nicer than us.
They're lovely. I reckon some of them can be a bit blunt, but
the staff. Waiters, waitresses.
Brilliant.
They leave ours for dead. I don't know whether they're just fishing for tips or...
Maybe.
But they are. They're nicer than if you go down the local...
Heart of gold. So Antonio comes and goes, oh, we're so sorry. Here's a bottle of champagne. And we have that. We start drinking, and they're ringing the reception. They're ringing the this mob. They're trying to get onto them. They said, oh, yeah. It's bloody...
Well, your accommodation's gone.
Accommodation's gone.
Is your money gone out of your account?
The money's out of the account. That's
a problem.
So that's an issue. And Kristen obviously now, she goes, oh, we're going to... And Antonio says, don't worry, we'll find you somewhere to stay.
Don't worry,
tonight.
my special lady.
You're not going to be sleeping on the street. So, And
sounds like a good guy, Antonio.
He's a great guy, Antonio.
Bit of a shifty fucker, though.
Yeah.
Bit of a slime ball, was he?
No, he was beautiful. I think he might have been gay, to be honest.
Oh, that's all right.
Yeah.
I thought he might have been trying to move in on your lady.
No, he wasn't doing that.
Okay.
He wasn't doing that. I think he was driving on the other side of the road, if you know what I mean. Righty tighty, lefty loosey. He's Australian. Yeah. So, but they're ringing. They're trying to sort it out. They're trying to get on to the people, and we can't have a go at them. Kristen's stressing, and I said, just relax, babe. We've got the bottle of champagne. Get into it. After about 2 hours, it's a fucking ordeal. It's an ordeal. We got there at 3. By now, it's 4:45 or something like that. They said, oh, well, what we can do is we can transfer you. You can go stay in one of our other establishments or rooms. It's third party. Yep. So we'll send you down here, way down the other end of town. It's basically going to be the same room. Should we do that? We go, yep. Just do that.
Let's do it.
Lock us in. Let's do it. We'll get down there. So now we've
got half a bottle of bubbly each.
Yep. I'm kicking with a bit of a bruise. I reckon I had about 3/4, to be honest.
Yep.
I was slamming that stuff down. I hate champagne, but
it's a different drunk. You get a bit. It's like you get a bit girly. You get a bit giggly.
I was giggling, and I was
bloody
touching Antonio. I go,
kissing
big
kissing
man.
Antonio's ears. And
yeah,
he's sucking on your bottom lip.
I go, this is unprofessional, Antonio, but here's $10. I like it.
Let's take this elsewhere.
Yeah. Well, we can't. You don't have a room.
No.
Go and go back to your place, Antonio. He says, fuck that. So they send us down to this other joint. And, so now we got to fucking take, fucking hell. It was a hike.
Taxi?
No, we didn't do it. We just took the bags down and went down to this other room and they checked. They don't know what the fuck's going on at this other hotel.
Left hand's not talking to the right hand.
No, it's not really happening, but we explained to them what's happening. Fuck, this is a boring story. I've got to get out of this.
There's no way out.
No, there's no way out.
But you got the accom.
I got the accom. The accom. The room was pretty shit. Well, they'd put us in a room with no windows or anything like that.
Mate, when you're in New York.
Battery's going on the video.
Okay.
So, yeah.
That's a worry.
The video's all right. That'll be fine as long as we've still got the audio.
Still got the audio, have we?
Right. And I'll finish this up real quick because it's not much of a finish to the.
The thing about New York, it costs a fortune. It's location. You don't want to stay somewhere nice out in Shitter's Ditch in New York City. We actually stayed right in Times Square when we stayed.
We were near there.
Right, yeah.
Right, near Times Square, near Madison Square Garden.
No, we actually walked, like you would walk out and it was
Times Square.
It was Times Square.
We go, what's the time?
Yeah.
Times Square.
Times Square, we're in Times Square. And but our room, we had a shared bathroom.
Ugh.
And we didn't realise I actually booked that and fucking cocked the whole thing up. Our room was only a bed. There was no TV, no. So you had to. You stood on the bed like in their clothes. There's nowhere even really put your clothes. Really? Yeah, but I really fucked that up. But,
that's
Yeah, but we were younger, and it didn't matter so much.
And you're not spending much time.
Not
in New York.
No,
not in New York.
No.
So we ended up going down there, and the lady said, "I'll give you a room with a window."
Oh,
I said, "Oh, fantastic!" It looked over at fucking another building or something, but
well, it's pretty hard not to in New York City.
There's a lot of buildings. So anyway, got in there. Everything was good. Kristen cracked the shits because the size wise, it wasn't as big as what we were meant to have, and whatever. So now you're trying to ring him, and you fucking put your data on, and ended up getting a bill for fucking $75 for this phone call and shit like that. She's emailing, going, "This is bullshit."
She's complaining.
She was complaining.
Just got to let it go.
Let it go. I said, babe.
She's got a couple of glasses of champers.
No, I must admit, when I got in there in that room, it was a bit claustrophobic. It was a bit overwhelming. Like, oh God, is this? Fuck, we're going to be here for a week. But we chilled out that night.
Yep.
We cooled down, and I'll explain the rest of the week later on because it's a lot more exciting than that fucking story.
Look, it was. I'm sure at the moment there was a lot of emotion there.
There was a lot of emotion.
Had a free bottle of champagne. That was nice.
I think what she wanted, she's got this thing about rooftops, and there was a rooftop bar at this other place.
Yeah,
so that was one of the reasons why she's got this. Because I think girls, if I go out, I wanted to go to New York. I wanted to drink in those dive bars.
Yeah, so
I want to find a fucking dive bar. She wanted to party like it was fucking Jay-Z's after party.
Like she's Kanye West.
She thinks
she's Kanye West.
She thinks that. Thinks that. So she wants all the photos on the rooftop bar. So this is a real disappointment for her.
You're both in search of different things.
Well, that's it. Where I'm like, I want to sleep on the street with the fucking hobo.
Yeah.
And I want to inject.
I want to try heroin.
Into
I want to shoot someone, babe.
Shoot me. Yeah, I want to shit my pants in Times Square. But she goes, that's not the honeymoon I envisioned. So, but...
she wants to go see cats. You want to sleep with the cats.
That's it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, but we'll get into all the comedy stuff and that next week. Baseball, went to the baseball.
That's a fucking...
Fuck, that was good.
Was it good?
Oh, it was great.
Because that's a sport that's on its knees over there at the moment. That's
They do... in the crowd, it was good. They do a good job of it.
Well, they've just changed it up apparently because it's
maybe we'll get into that next week.
Okay, yeah, because I know very little about it.
No, maybe do your research.
Yeah.
Well,
how long we been going for?
No, we're going over an hour.
Over an hour.
So we better do that other shit, or maybe
what other shit?
Well, the Norman stuff.
Oh yeah, well that'll be good. That's the
good.
Big. Could be the big. The big finale of your trip.
So, and there's some funny comedy stuff there because I had one thing to organise. It was the comedy, and there's a few stories there.
Okay.
So, yeah, we'll get on to that next week. And hopefully this doesn't drag on like the fucking wedding stuff. But,
well, it'll be all right. We'll get some topical shit going on as well next week. But, it's going to be a good ep next week. I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, me too. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So, hey, thanks. I don't want to point at the camera.
Camera's not working.
Camera's not working. So,
get
on the Instagram. Get on the YouTube. Give us a rating. Give us a review. Tell your friends about the pod. Things are humming. Things are ticking.
Spread the word because Ivan's back and we've got some good content coming up.
Yep, it is coming up. Get on the Patreon as well. Join up for the Patreon. And I reckon that's an F, mate.
That's signed, sealed, delivered. Put a bow on that, wrap it up, and send it into the ocean.
Yep, just like the Statue of Liberty. Good Banter.
Good Banter.
That's a good banter.